In my last video, I showed the funnel that I'm using for my agency, and I said if literally one person comments that they want to see how the funnel was built, then I would go ahead and do that. So thanks to Deco Growth B3V, we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'll start off by kind of giving you a sneak preview of just exactly what the funnel looks like within Go High Level, which is what I use to build it. So you can see you got the logo at the top, you got the headline here, the sub headline, custom HTML, I'll go over that, the calendar, and then this is where social proof would typically go, but if you're a beginner and don't have that, feel free to leave this blank or put in an image like this that I just went ahead and created in Canva over here. Super simple. Then if I hit this little eyeball at the top right corner here, we'll see just what this looks like if I were to pull it up on a website with that HTML in there. So as you can see, this is a Google slideshow. So I have, I believe it's, let's see how many slides in here. Oh gosh, 25 slides. Now I got this idea from Nick Tan. Instead of having a kind of a VSL, a video sales letter, this is what they call a DSL, a deck sales letter, or a slide sales letter, whatever you want to call it. It really doesn't matter. But I have 25 slides. I believe the one they built had around 40, but that had a little bit of social proof, which again I don't have. So I just kind of iterated off of that, and then of course the calendar right down below. I say in here, we'll deploy artificial turf flood system for your business or you don't pay. I have calendar days, 3 days out in advance. Today is currently Tuesday, so don't want to go too far out, maybe a couple weeks. I had that initially, but I'm just completely basing this off of what I saw in Nick's Tan video. And this obviously is a lot more in-depth because I'm going to go step by step just exactly how I created this. So just wanted to point out what may be the same and what may be different from what I've seen. So now that we've gone through that, I'm just going to get started here with a new funnel. So there's plenty of templates to choose from. You can even have AI build you one. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think it's that great from what I've tested. Pretty crap, actually. So we're just going to start from blank and we'll give it a name and we'll call this here test. First thing we do, add a new step. We're going to call this just start, path, all that. We don't need that. We'll just create this funnel step here. Now we'll go in and edit. So I'm going to try to be as thorough as possible in this video without kind of insulting your intelligence. I'm going to assume you know how to do maybe a little bit of this. Maybe you know what columns, headlines, subheadlines, how to add a calendar, that sort of thing is. I'm going to briefly go over that, but if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below and I'll be sure to help you right away. So if you're not familiar with building a website within Go High Level or a funnel for this matter, the first thing you're going to want to do is pull in a column. So this is a little bit confusing to me, at least when I first started, as to, okay, what is this? Why do I need a column? Why can't I just, it's not like Wix or anything. If you've ever built a website through Wix or really most platforms, it's maybe a little bit not quite as intuitive as those websites, as you can't just drag and drop things. But regardless, I'm going to show you how to do it. So if you notice, I went in and dragged this one column. This page right here is going to be, or this column I should say rather, is going to be my logo. So what is it over here? How did I get that in the middle? I believe what I did was I went ahead and put actually the 3 column in here. So I can add my image. If I hit this little plus here and hit add, I can go over here, hit image, and then I will go to this far right side here and throw in some sort of image. So let's see where I have my logo pasted. So got my logo right here. Now we're going to hit this plus where we have the green outline here, and then we're going to do a headline. So again, this is similar to what I have right here. Turfing companies making a minimum of 10K only. So this kind of calls out the audience. So we'll throw that right there. And then right below it, we will throw the sub headline. And if we go back once again, we can see that my subheadline is click through all the slides below to see exactly how our offer works. So there's that. Now, if you want to add a little bit of flair, a little bit of color, you can go here. You can change the background color here to say blue or gray, or you can make this black and then make the actual color of the text, wherever that is, color here. You can make that white. Same thing with the below. You can go ahead and make this bigger. You can make it smaller. whatever suits your needs. Another important thing to note here is the spacing here. So if you see, there is a lot of space between where it says Pro Turf Leads, the logo, and then where the actual headline is. So if we go back over here to the right side, we can see this margin and padding. So it defaults to this 20, but look, if I slide this, you can see over here, watch this extend and get smaller, right? So we're gonna do minimal padding there. Now we can go into this box below and we can see there's padding of 20 pixels on the top end here. Again, we can separate that or bring it together. So I wanted to go minimal padding here. I didn't want this to be too far apart. But for example, here, this subheadline, maybe I do want a little bit of padding from that main headline. I think that looks good. We're gonna leave it how it is. Now, if we're looking at our cheat sheet again here, we will see that the next thing right below it is the custom code. So this is a little bit different than what you may see people post typically. And you may be wondering, hey, you can go ahead and put in a, let's see, where is it? Image slider, right? So this is essentially a slideshow. And I thought the same thing. You can go over here and add slide, add slide, add slide. So you can have as many slides as you want, or so you think, but you can only go up to 15. And as you saw in the slideshow that I showed you, I had 25 slides. The one Nick Tan had, that was over 40 slides. So you don't want to just put two slideshows next to each other, right? You want to have it all in one spot, or at least I do. I think it'd look stupid if that weren't the case. So anyway, we'll go ahead and take out this slide, and instead we're going to add a custom code wherever that may be on here. So code right here. Now, how did I get, again, we'll go to the preview here because it looks kind of ugly right here. If we go to the preview, how did I get a Google slideshow to post here? So what I did was I made, of course, a Google slide deck here. Again, 25 slides. And then I went to File. I went to, where is it? Share. And then Publish to Web. Once I published to the web and I wanted to make it public, then I'd be able to just take that link that I was given. So if I go, actually, I'll just show you here, publish to web, I can see, all right, right here is the link. Here's the embed link. Now all I would do is copy that embed code, hit the open code editor, paste that in here, hit save. And now if we preview this here, boom, there it is. We got it, we're cooking. But now, if you're following step by step, then an issue you're going to run into, as I have right now, is the centering of this slideshow. As you can see, this does not fit the center of the screen as we want it to. So if we go back and think about the padding that I had talked about originally, the padding in the style section here. So I can go and increase this margin here. I'm going to go leave this at 50. Or let's actually not even mess with it. Let's just see what I have in my actual website here. So I have a pixel of 103 padding margin. I keep padding, margin, same thing, whatever you want to call it. So I'll just go back over here. And I know that if I have this padding set at 103, because I tinkered with it a little bit, 103, and I hit save, then I should be able to preview this. And boom, we're centered. All good. Next step, add a headline, add another header that we have up here, but this time below the Google Calendar link. So now we will click this plus, we will go to headline, and we will paste that here. Next step, add a calendar. And this is, again, super simple. We'll hit this green plus. Over here, there should be a category for calendar. I may be scrolling past it. There it is, right there. It says you don't have any calendars yet. So you can just go in and select whatever calendar it is you want. If you have one set up already, that's something I'm not going to go over. If you want to ask me about calendars down below, then feel free. But it's in every Go High Level account. If you don't have a calendar set up, then it's super simple to do. Now, shameless plug here, but I do have a free school committee that you are welcome to join in the link down below. Plenty of resources in here that I've come across, the videos I've watched to learn different things, just kind of pasting about my journey in the agency space, right? And then even in Classroom, I have study material written. I have different playbooks here from Alex Hormozy. So if you're willing to or wanting to check that out, then feel free to click the link down below and I'll let you in. So you probably got the hang of this now, but once we have the calendar in, we'll hit this green plus. We will throw in an image, go down below here. We'll then go to where we have the image section over here on the right side. I have this picture already uploaded that I, again, created in Canva really simply. And so there's my images. That is the funnel. Let's preview what this looks like. So we are about 15 minutes in, and here we go. We've already got the calendar, we've got the Google slide, we've got the image down below, and we are all set. Well, maybe not yet, because I do have this disclaimer at the very bottom of my website here that I'm going to go ahead and add in just for good measure. So there's the plus. We'll go to subheadline. We'll add that text, and that feels a little bit too big to kind of be at the bottom there. So we'll just put this down to 12 and see how that looks. Perfect. Now, I was going to run a split test where this was going to be the other funnel. Again, looks super similar. I don't have my calendar right here. I actually have some questions up front. And I decided against this one because, one, I was getting more views with my other funnel here. As you can see, it's 29 to 11, and that's just page views. I know it's not a huge statistic. It's not opt-in. It's not sales. It's none of that, but page views is enough for me. But I'm happy I did this because I'm going to be running Facebook ads to these funnels. And what I wanted to make sure was that I had people who were actually qualified booking calls, right? I didn't want anybody, just Joe Schmo off the street, right, with no actual business to be booking a call. So what I did here was have some questions. I thought that was a good idea, right? Do you currently own an artificial turf company? And if I preview this here, I will see all the questions that I then ask. So I'll say yes. Say enter your current zip code. I'll say that. And then I had I put under 10K as my monthly revenue. Then I would go ahead and fill in my information here, which would then send me to a calendar to book. But I realize if you've ran Facebook ads before, you can essentially do this through Facebook with an instant form. But essentially what a Facebook instant form does is it's able to ask you those questions within Facebook, as you're seeing on the screen right here. So it's just a little less friction. I still want the questions to be answered because I still want the best prospects. But instead of actually sending you from Facebook to a funnel to answer these questions and then to a calendar, it's just from Facebook to the calendar. A little bit more streamlined, easier, and I still get everything I need. Now, depending on how people answer those questions, say they say no, say they answer no when it comes to the question of, do you own a turfing business or whatever your niche may be? You can disqualify them right then and there, and you can do that through different automations within GoHighlevel. And really, there's a new feature now where you can just essentially ask it to create a funnel based on this, this, and this that will disqualify this person and that person, and it'll do it for you. That AI is pretty good from what I've seen compared to the funnel AI. So if you have any questions on that, then feel free to leave it down below. But anyway, just want to put out this video just to show you how simple this was. I was a little intimidated in the beginning when I saw people create forms from scratch, as this one is, whether it's a funnel or website, whatever it may be. But I mean, we've been here, 15 minutes and already got that completed. So super easy, really easy, and really effective too if you have the right automations behind it. And if that's a video you want to see, I believe I may have posted one a while back. There's also plenty out there of post-booking automations, emails, SMS sequences, that sort of thing. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Or again, shameless, but the school community, if you want to go ahead and reach me in school, then I would be more than happy to assist you with pretty much anything you need. So appreciate you making it this far. If you have, again, questions on the funnel, please let me know. The whole point of this YouTube channel is to, connect with people and figure out issues together, grow together. I know that sounds cliche. Even having an online community, it kind of feels like an oxymoron, online community. But it's just kind of a place for people to communicate a little bit and just share where you're at in your journey, at whether you're making 100 grand a month or $0 a month, whatever it may be. So again, super long-winded, but thanks for making it this far, and I'll see you in the next one.